Now, before I get arrested off the bat for just the four girls that you see on screen right now, let me just clear some things up. Let me like mix the salt and water real fast, just so I don't get arrested before we do anything. Oh yeah, and before we even start, I'm just gonna throw this out because YouTube's gonna choke slam me if I don't say this off the bat instantly. This is a warning. This game includes topics of self-harm, abuse, suicide, and anything that may go under the category of YouTube's hit list. So, um, viewer discretion is advised for this game because as cutesy as it looks, I'll tell you right now, spoilers ahead, it is not cute at all. Um, anyway, let's get into the game. This is live, so yay, you know. So this game is DDLC, Doki Doki Literature Club, created by Dan Salvato and a couple of other mates at Serenity Forge. Probably some more people worked on this, but here we have what we have. Now, okay, we're gonna actually reset SH, just so we start from the top. Now, as we wait here, you're able to take a peek at the screen. So this game, I'll tell you right now, it was not a mistake when Dan Salvato slipped psychological horror into the tags of the game. The reason for that is this game, as you already heard me say, is psychological horror, meaning that this game pokes at you sometimes, and you can see here the game itself is warning you. I'll read this off to you. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing from this game. Now we're gonna yes on this, just to, reinforce the YouTube barrier. Doki Doki Literature Club is a horror game. Please do not take this lightly. Doki Doki Literature Club may not be suitable if you are affected by any of the following themes: depression, suicide, self-harm, abuse. These themes are not merely suggested but are often portrayed as realistically as possible and thus may disturb you as if they were real. Furthermore, the above list is 100% exhaustive. If you would like to be warned when potentially sensitive content is about to occur when playing the game, detailed consent warnings can be enabled in the... I didn't read the last part. For those with extra concern for their mental health, our recommendation of the safest approach is to avoid playing the game Doki Doki Literature Club. We trust that given the understanding of your own mental health, you are able to make the decision that is right for you. Thank you for your consideration and for staying safe. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you have consent to exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree, and you guys, because you sat with me here and haven't clicked off the video yet. Team Salvato, Serenity Forge, UC, but another warning, we went through like 50. Doki Doki Literature, oh my god. This game stares into my soul for who I am, really, because... I'll tell you right now, there are so many routes that you can take, and I've nearly completed the game entirely, so I've seen the parts that YouTube might get a big exclamation point above their head if they see this video. So, new game. We're just gonna go off the top, not disclosing any real information. Okay. So, I'm going to let this portray through in auto fast, so I'm able to talk through while you guys the nerd face emojis in here. No, let's not do that. Because I text speed so fast. Couple of times I want to text that. Let's go to this just in case you guys get blind. No, okay, that was way big. I'm gonna go auto here. This game is... So, I'm actually gonna introduce you to the characters as we see them. This is Sayori. I'm not gonna tell you too much about her, because I'm just trying to... This video is about this game and how deep this goes. It might not be the best one out there with the best editing and best clippings, but I'm gonna dive into some things that I think not many other people have. They probably haven't, I'm just not looking into more things, but I don't know, I'm here for emotional support, you know? So, Doki Doki Literature Club takes this trust that you have in just getting the game in the first place, and it completely snaps it in half. Because as you get used to these characters, the game slowly twists them, slowly makes them different until you finally notice, but it's too late. Now in this game, you are the protagonist. Obviously, you don't know any of these girls just yet, or not well at least, since in the game, MC is a character who is kind-hearted, and usually adjusts to the girls depending on what mood they're in. Usually you can see here I'm kind of dumping on Sayori. But you're forced to be playful with her since in the game you already have a childhood history with her, and it's very fun. Now, this is in live, by the way. See, I can go like this. So I'm talking with no script. This is off my head. Probably a dummy, stupid move. Now, see, he said it himself. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. You know, sometimes it stares at me for having this open. This is the first time I've ever hit record on this game. You can see the skip button is always going to be there. Now, for science purposes, I don't care if any of you guys who are watching have a certain girl already and you're favorited. But, I've already gone through all the routes. Most of them, at least. And I will start panicking if something that I did not, you know, pay attention to happens. So. Let's talk about Sayori, the one with blue eyes, I can't speak English. Okay, red bow, there we go. Red bow, blue eyes, open black jacket, whatever. So, as I already disclosed, you have a childhood history with her. She's funny, sometimes very cheerful, very playful, kind of just like Natsuki, but less violent. And way more open. Speaking of Natsuki, let's go to that midget. Somehow she stands at 4'11" in a high school, which Dan Salvato probably slapped an 18 tag on it just to pass the guidelines just barely. But here we are. Anyway, so she is, no offense, she's very, very, protective. The literal definition is I don't speak Japanese. We have Monica, most likely famous. You've seen her before 9 times out of 10, either in memes or her staring into your soul. As you can see here, she's doing me. Now central of my screen. Fun, but then we have Yuri. I don't know where to start with her actually. The Maiden of Mystery. So she suffers a bad case of quiet kid syndrome, so you don't really get much of her, or more of her feelings, moreover, in Act 2. Okay, so there are 4 acts in this game. We are in Act 1 currently, if you couldn't already tell, because we just started in the game, basically. Act 2 is where things get... Act 2 is actually... No, hold on, I should probably enable content warnings just in case. Act 2, this is probably where I, get where things take a turn for the worst, I'll just say that. And Act 3, you get a stare down with Monica. Act 4, I'm not gonna spoil it. Well, you probably clicked on this video because you know what DDLC is, and you just want to hear my perspective of it. Because I'm a... Yeah. This game is so weird, but it's put together so well. But it makes no sense to the commoner's eye that it's just like, am I playing a romance game or am I playing a psychological horror? And as of right now, it's romance game because you see 4 girls that you can choose from. This game looks seemingly innocent, but psychological horror. Dan Salvato, I don't think he misclicked. And I know he didn't misclick. I've done this before. This game is terrifying. We have this put together, like I keep on saying, oh my god, I can't shut up. We have this story that's put together so well, but it's all over the place to people who don't know. Because you have 4 totally different personalities. Monica barely even gets to breathe in your presence because, not really. Monica kinda is just a side character here. She's the only one with, you know, natural and bland and realistic, because this is what an AI, we'll get to the AI thing later. This is what an AI's depiction of a human looks like right here. On the far left, second left, far right. Totally fake, right? Completely, you will never see this, never in a million years on planet Earth. Never. Sayori maybe, if someone's just dumb like that. But you will always see a Monica in your life, no matter what. Maybe not exactly looking like her, maybe not the coral brown hair and green eyes, but you will probably get someone with an attitude or a, you know, kind of base like her somewhat-ish. But every other girl is, no way. Like, you're not just gonna walk down the street and see a gal, like, damn, half your size, just with purple hair, purple eyes, never noticed. See? And the way that he writes these characters... Okay, there's another thing that I want to talk about. Okay, so here's the part that gave me a stroke the first time I did it. This is poem writing. Now you'll notice, out of 4 girls, only 3 are here. Why? I have no idea. Potential just wave writing. Now, I'm playing the console version, so I will not get screened out with notifications, and it's easier for me to access files, because I don't have files. We're just gonna speed run through this part. Like I said, if you have a favorite girl, I don't care. Now, this game, if you're even paying attention to what I'm saying, or your volume is just low and you're reading the text box, which I don't care. It's literature, technically. Get reading time in with that. Now, this game isn't just stare at the girls, read text, and move on. No. If you actually pay rapt attention, and you have your eyes peeled in the wise words of Gavin Price, you'll start to see yourself more with these gals. Because the human mind, you know, this is anime. This ain't real. But, comparing real to not real, there's something about it. When you compare real to Monica, there's no difference. She's lame. That's when she kind of takes the matters into her own hands, you can say. And this is getting very boring. Okay. I don't care, there's like golden text in here, I don't know. Okay, now what you just saw of the probably memeiest version, say, or in the entire game, let's start from top to bottom, is there, it's CG art. So, what that means is if a certain girl that you like, could be any of these 4, you know, let's back to that, I'll go through all of them for you. Every certain gal that you pick, you will get a certain art for that gal, and their opinion on you will change. So as of right now, Natsuki thinks I'm stupid. Kiri thinks I'm stupid. But Sayori likes it. Monica, she's always gonna have the same text, usually. Because we've already seen this 1,000 times. Now here's the part that does matter. Depending on who you pick here will definitely alter the story. Not in endings, but in how you can interact with these girls. So, Sayori kind of the main character right now. There. No one. You made both of them mad. No one got favorited. Happy ending. Now, Monica is kind of sitting in the sidelines, because not once in the game do you get to have special art with her. I'm getting arrested. With her. You never get special art with her, nor do you ever see her outside of her school uniform. Now, I know where you nerds are staring, because 99% of society, they played through this. They stuck with the same fate. So, it's anime. I don't blame you, but this game, oh, it's so weird. Yeah, I know my explanation is kind of all over the place here, because it's so many puzzle pieces that you can't explain until you play it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a walking advertisement, nor was I sponsored by anyone to do this. But if you can get a chance to play the game, not trying to put you through anything by playing this game, because you will play this game looking for romance, and you will leave it looking for a therapist. But it is what it is. Now, I think I accidentally did a lot of viewers. Whatever. When I said I was gonna go through all of them, I think I might have accidentally did. I know these girls like the back of my hand. It's kind of fun. Because I can just get, give me the hairstyle, and I will nail them out. Because, like I said, if you were to play the game yourself, you get so much attention on the gal that you forget everything around you. Like, eyes off of her and the text box for a second. What do you see in the background? We got closets, posters, glass, desks, boards, walls, ceiling panels, a very, very weird tile on the floor. It's odd. Very, very odd. I really don't know what to say. Because it's so vast and so different. Because every doctor will tell you no two minds are the same. So you will definitely have a different experience than playing this than I did. Because I will tell you right now, as a Urian, I nailed her out 99% of the game. I barely even stopped to look at any of the three. I'll tell you, I'll come clean. But when I did, it was so, kind of made me feel bad. Because I'm human, they're not. So to express emotion, it's weird. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's already been 18 minutes in, I think, probably, maybe. That is if I don't bother to edit the video. Okay, have a look. What do you see? You got it? No. Laser focus your vision on something. Anything here. It can be a color, a desk, a tile on the floor, a background piece, one of the ribbons, curtains, whatever. The locker in the background, the door. Anything. Just focus on that one thing. I swear I won't jump scare you. Okay, I might. Wait, don't trust me. Just laser focus on one thing. Now, when you're focused on that one thing, think of something that's almost as real as that. A real life experience. Have you seen anything that is similar to that? Is that real? No. Maybe. Like, if you chose a desk for that lane, then yeah, you've seen a desk before like that. Or if you chose a paper on the background, yeah, you've seen a paper before like that. But when you start to drift to somewhere else, it's like, this is fake. And that goes for when you pick a girl. you're so focused on that thing being real that you don't bother to check on anything else. Okay, I probably should skip through this. Okay, so we are on, this is our second poem for Act 1. We are nearing the end. Yeah, you can see here that I tabbed the ability to skip either way. Cool. In the end, in hands, we're nowhere near done with the game. Just you wait. Because like I said, I'm skipping through thousands of text box. We're nowhere near done with the game. I think it's 4 poems, maybe 3. Okay, so here's the first question of the day. This question that I'm about to answer will affect the game. Sometimes, usually, probably not. But, like I said, you're laser focused on this gal. It feels like you're gonna affect something. So, we're just gonna fix Hori because we're gonna get Yuri dialogue anyway. So, you can see here, you've seen the gals, what they prefer, what they like, what they don't like. And with hence evidence, you can see here that misfortune. Okay, so that's one off the bat. If you were to pay attention to the words here, we're just gonna pick the most edgy ones here. There's misery down there. Uh-oh. Salvato, is that supposed to happen? Oh. Is that supposed to happen? I thought this game was fun. Why is suicide a word? Well, if we click that... Foreshadowing. Now, if you have never played this game before, like I said, you should probably click off this video, no offense. Because it's so much that if you take it in with someone else's perspective, you don't like it. And you never stop to actually consider and think, hey, that's kind of weird. Why are all the edgy ones Yuri? Hey! Wait, why are the edgy ones now Sayori? It really gets you thinking. Because when you see words like that in a fun game like this, it doesn't make sense. The dots cannot connect. But when you play through the game, it does connect. Like, oh. See? Now, when mankind said the age of exploration was just a bunch of monkeys that were not so dumb, clicking buttons and seeing what would happen if a squared equals c squared. What happens if a plus b explodes? So this is kind of testing here. If you play through the game, then you know, hey, this ain't normal. Why did I not show my poem to Sayori? Kinda weird, right? I think since this is poem 3, we don't get the show thing. Okay. So, we're gonna get the death stare here. First, we're gonna go Sayori. Just to kind of delay our fate here. Can't pick Sayori. Sayori's with Monica. We're gonna try and pick Monica. She's gonna be happy. She's not happy. Now we get the 1,000 yard stare for Monica. This is the most chat GPT anime thing I've ever seen, and you can tell that she's AI by that stare. If you gaze into her eyes for too long and you finally look back, you're gonna realize how creepy you look. So, we have not burned Natsuki once, and I think Natsuki is a bit more anti-YouTube friendly, so we're gonna go through it here. So here's the content warning. This is when the horror game starts to become the horror game, ladies and gentlemen. Music is slowed. We have not heard this before, right? Now we get into the depression part. Now, as fun and cheerful as Sayori is, she actually suffers from, in her words, really bad depression. Now, to some, that might mean, oh, she just doesn't like her life. Cool. She's sad. Cool. But to the preservative few, they're like, oh, not good. She's not happy with life. She might do a thing that she might regret. Now, that thing that she might regret, heads up, it's gonna happen. Like I said, spoilers are ahead. I should have told you that, like, beginning of the... I think I did, maybe. I don't know. I had the memory of a goldfish. So, this game hits you harder than a semi-truck going 90 miles per hour down a hill. Because, oh my god, when you get attached to these characters and you start to see them twist and fall apart, it's so... not fun. I've had really bad depression my whole life. There it is. So, she thinks she's kind of worthless. I personally think whoever tells her worthless should be landed in federal prison. Now, I'm not protective like that, but when I first played through the game, my heart sank. Because this is not the Sayori I'm used to. This is not the Bun I have seen. So, yeah. I might just have a stroke playing this, I'm gonna be real. There's not really much to explain here, and when you try to piece it together, it doesn't make sense, because they look so innocent, but they're not innocent. I might pause the stream real fast, dog. I'm gonna get a seizure. No offense, Chief. But like, oh my... Hold on.